Are we live? What's up, folks? Happy Thursday. I need you. What is going on? I need you to please let me know in the chat if you can see and hear me. Ooh, that light is bright. What's up? I saw your video online and I really connect with you. What do you do again? How can you help me? I saw your video. I saw your content. I saw a bunch of your videos. You keep popping up in my timeline. I saw your content. I need some help. I want to do what you're doing. What are you doing? I want to know more about you. What's going on, guys? I'm going to take a breath. It's been a crazy week. And it's going to get a whole lot crazier. Tonight will be very serious. You've heard that before. Okay, what's up? Happy Thursday, guys. We are right on time. Surprise, surprise, right? Those lights are bright, right? Light brights? How are the lights? We good? Thank you. Who has been in Octo Content Model since the beginning, please? Let's kick it off there. Who has been in... That gets the lights in check when I do this, so I'm not pointing at you. I'm not pointing at you. I'm just refocusing the lens so that the lights don't turn me into a light myself. I've been in like serious mode on Pinterest, of course. We will probably mention Pinterest at the end. We will mention Pinterest at the end. The platform Pinterest, but we're not going to make the whole webinar or the whole evening about that. What I'd like to do, guys, Octo Contenters are here. I'm going to ask some bold questions because I need engagement and I need some statistics. I need some stats tonight. As I move along in my journey, some of you may or may not notice that I'm very content driven lately. I've been separating myself from the daily sales actions that I would have done previously, and I'm more into the content creation actions. When I'm doing this, would tonight be a piece of content? It goes in my content library. I've been putting stuff up on Pinterest from my old files, my old dating back to 2015, and I'm getting people contact me directly referring to a video from way back when. Because some of the concepts are, number one, they're still relevant. Number two, they may just gel with you. Number three, it may be the thing that they're looking for in the keywords. So your video may pick up. It may be an older video, and it just kind of resonated. We're talking about content today, guys. Welcome to Content Creators. I was going to say episode. Session 0 today. Today is session 0. Oh my goodness. 9:04 p.m. Eastern time. I must move on. I must move along. Creating content has now become my life. Because when I create pieces of content, I syndicate it out there with Octo Content. I'll ask you guys a couple of questions, my Octo Content tiers. There's some new people in the back. Come in the chat, say hello. Don't be shy. We don't bite. Some of us maybe do, but it's okay. Some people here bite, for sure. We got some biters. Schedule. I will just show you guys the August schedule to start with. Let's do this super fast tonight. Can we do that? Because the schedule goes like this today. I skipped all over the place. I was just saying content is king. That's what I was saying in a lot of minutes. Content is king. Content is everything. And I don't know if you guys know. I don't know if you're aware. I follow Gary Vaynerchuk a little teeny weeny bit. And was it yesterday morning? Who's aware that I follow Gary Vaynerchuk a little bit? He's now become my go-to guy. He's too intelligent. He's more intelligent than he's been perceived to be to me. He's got a lot of depth, a lot. He runs a huge business with a lot of employees, and I see how good he actually is. He's amazing. He's bigger than the F-bombs that he drops. Believe me, you have to read between the lines. And I don't mean read between the lines, if you know Gary V. He does those too. He drops a lot of F-bombs, but the value is there. And he said, get it all out there. Get all your content out there. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm going to demonstrate the ugly tonight. We will all take a stab at the ugly. Who is down? Okay, I will refer to the octocom. So many questions I want to ask you guys as we go along in this journey. Let's start with this one. Who is part of the content? Who's a content creator? Who's collaborating in that course? Who paid to get into content creators and will be featured in the course? Question number one. Well, this question, who please? Please. I know there's the usual suspects, and there's the unusual suspects. Whew, I'm hyper tonight. I'm excited to see you guys get out of your comfort zone and make content because it's so intangible. So Gary Vaynerchuk basically just reaffirmed that. Put it all out there because you never know what's going to strike a chord. And when he's looking for people to connect with, yes, he connects with people as well, believe it or not. Or people to learn from. He's looking at who has the most content. How many pieces have they made? Good, bad, and ugly. And ugly content really gets a lot of engagement. It gets a lot of, it connects with a lot of people. So, welcome, content creators. We officially start. We have 4 classes. 4. This is not one of them. This is a warm-up class. We're warming up. The purpose of today is to go over the schedule, is to go over the rules to be featured in the course. You all can be in the course. Those of you who paid to be in the free course that will be viewed by tens, if not hundreds of thousands. Well, who am I kidding? Over 1 million people are going to download that course. Who am I kidding? I mean, I can be as humble as I want, but I've paid my dues, y'all. I can drive 1 million people in the next year or so to that course, to download that course. I have a little bit of experience. I'm not going to sell you. I'm going to tell you. I've done this before. I've done it with Branding University. I've done it with my Wealthy Trainer School. I'm doing it on Pinterest now. I have many traffic sources, whether it comes from podcasts now. I have ways. And I do big paid ads too. Therefore, if you're about to be featured in this course, get excited. It's huge. It's like you're going to have a running Facebook ad of people coming and looking at you with not only your contact, not only you having content in the course, but you having your own module named after you with your name is the John Smith module. Not only that, with your piece of content, but your short micro story in there and a link to wherever you want them to go. I wish I had this when I started. Actually, I did. I was in My Lead System Pro. I was in Profit Playbook. I positioned myself in places where I can be featured. And I would teach for free, and there you have it. That's what you guys are doing. It's like you're in, that's what you're doing. You're hopping onto a platform pretty much with a bunch of expensive courses on it and one free course, which is Content Creators, How to Create Content, featuring some of, Hollywood's biggest rising stars. Social media is the new Hollywood after all. Social media's biggest rising stars, and you're in there. Perception is key. Perception is reality. You will be set up in there. Whew, it's exciting. I'm excited for you. Now, you know why I'm really excited for you? Because I'm going to force you to take action. When I refer to Octo content, tons of you are in content creators. If you're not and you're here tonight, skedaddle. Tonight's an open session. But even if people do sneak into my webinars, guys, all the time. That's okay, but they can't sneak into being into the course. I'm taking a cheers. We have Red Bull tonight. Shh. Yeah, it's Red Bull. It's not Rockstar. It's darker and it's a little better. I prefer Red Bull. I do. So Red Bull. Cheers. It's really Red Bull. I'm just super excited. Okay. Those of you who are an Octo content model, I'm excited because I'm about to force you guys to do something that against your will. I'm about to force you guys something you already agreed on, but you may not be aware of what you agreed on, but I have the legal documents to prove it in form of X videos. So cheers to that being featured in the course. Raise your glass if you have a glass at home. This is a huge thing for you and for me because I get to see some of you come out of your shell, specifically in the next 2 weeks. I'll explain. We're doing the loosey-goosey in the next 2 weeks. Out of your comfort zone. Cheers. I need a squirrel. What can we talk about? Free Britney. Hashtag Free Britney. Hashtag Free Britney. There was the squirrel. We will not revisit that squirrel. I hear it didn't go too well in court for her yesterday. How did it go in court for Britney yesterday? I don't know. That was the squirrel. Octo content. If you were an Octo content model, guys, we started that in January, right, of 2020. If you had been creating content every week, we had a weekly method of operation. If you had been creating content once a week, you would have 25 pieces of content minimum, wouldn't you? You would. I'm bringing up Brian Tracy, and this is not a squirrel. This is a frog. Anthony Hendrickson would know what I'm talking about. I saw one of your posts just about eating the frog. Who's familiar with Brian Tracy's book, Eat That Frog? Anyone? I won't recite the book, and I won't... I can go on about it, about how it's from Huckleberry Finn, Mark Twain book, how Huckleberry Finn used to wake up in the morning and go to the lake and eat a frog because nothing could be worse than eating a frog. It's disgusting, it's gross, and he used to do that in the morning because everything else during the day was wonderful. Didn't matter how bad his day was after that, it could not be as disgusting and horrible as eating the frog was in the morning. So he sets himself up for a beautiful day, no matter what happens. Why is Eat That Frog such an important book? Because Brian Tracy explains, he uses that story, that's what it's based on, but it's get your mandatory tasks that are not the funnest to do over with in the morning. Do them first. I like to use eat your vegetables. Eat your vegetables. Content is your vegetables. So if you were an Octo content model, there is no reason why you don't have 25 pieces of brand new content. Especially with this sorry guy getting on here almost every week since. You could have easily, if you had no content ideas, you could have watched what I've done and literally copied it in your own words by popping in your own story instead of mine. Okay? I'm just saying, who has 25? This was not an order. I never ordered you guys to do it. I never said, you must do one piece per week. We called it a weekly method of operation. I never said you have to or else. I'm coming to your house and I'm wringing you by the neck and I'm making you do it physically. I never said that. but this time I will. I'm coming to your house. Ready? Okay. A lot of you are, why are you not doing it? No, you know what I'm going to do? We're not going to get into the mindset of it today. We're going to do it today. First thing I want to do is, I just wanted to mention Octo content because you should be able to do this once a week. I do. And I have a lot of other stuff going on. I'd like to do it more than once a week, but I don't want to beat a dead horse with a stick. I want to talk about the schedule for August because it is heavy. And here it is, pen and paper or camera phone. Can you guys see that? Okay. This is August. Those of you that are in the Pinterest course, we are doing the first 2 Tuesdays in August. Those of you that are in the Content Creators course, let me get my pointer. We are doing all of the Thursdays in August. So Tuesday the 4th, Pinterest, Pinteresting results. Thursdays the 6th, Content Creators 1, Session 1. Following Tuesday the 11th, Pinteresting results 2. We're having 2 classes here. Following Thursday the 13th, Content Creators Session 2. On the 20th, next Thursday, Content Creators Session 3. On the 27th, final Content Creators Session 4. We will have a final session because we got to wrap things up. They're going to mostly be assignments and Content Creators, and Pinteresting results and Content Creators. Content Creators will feed Pinteresting results. You'll see what I mean as we get there. I will talk about Pinteresting results, which is Pinterest, the platform, at the end of this tonight. I'll watch a video with you. I'll talk about my results a bit, but the video will do that. And if you want in on that, you'll have an opportunity to get in on that too. Some of you already are, but I need to stick to the content tonight. Content Creators, okay? So pretty clear with the schedule, right? You will get an email if you are registered for these following classes. Okay, we got the schedule covered. And next is the rules. Ready for the rules? Let me go to the registration page so I don't miss anything. But the rules for Content Creators to be featured in the course, I need some sweating. I need some backup here. I need some of you in the chat to tell me if you recall me saying this. Just say, I remember you saying that. I need some backup here, and I need it documented. Do you guys remember me saying you will be featured in the course? First of all, if you pay to get in, which many of you have, number one. But I also said you must do the homework to secure your spot in your module. You will not be judged. You will not be voted. You don't need to be voted in. Like, your content doesn't need to be good. It doesn't need to be accurately, it doesn't need to be exactly the way I ask you to do it, because it's going to have your own flair, your own style. There will be a topic. If your topic deviates from what I ask to do, that's okay. But you need to submit your content in the Laboom Squad within a certain period of time for me to put it into the course. Do you guys remember that? In other words, I'm forcing you to take action. And if you don't take action, you don't get into the course because there's nothing to put into the course. Are you guys okay? Do you guys recall me saying that? So there's no big rules. There's no big specifications. You do need to make a video though. Are you guys okay with that? Because we're going to get into the details here. It needs to be a video. You can't submit your story and your link and say, I'm waiting to get my equipment, or the lighting's not right, or I don't know, I'm not having a good hair day. Just give yourself a self haircut like I did. Or my blemishes are showing. Look at this. This ain't pretty. I haven't slept for 2 days working on the Pinterest thing. I'm breaking my own rules. I will burn out again if I don't chill. Seriously, I must chill. I had a little tumble. I got bruises everywhere. I'm pretty bashed up. I had a little accident, and I'm okay. I'm not well rested. I don't look the best. The hair is on point though, and I'll still do it. I'm still going to do the homework. As a matter of fact, tonight we're going to do something very uncomfortable. So we're okay with that. Are you guys okay with? We're getting into the rules. Here's how the rules work. I submit. Every session, every Thursday, we're talking about content creators. We need to get the rules down. Schedule check. Rules. When I give the assignment of making content, I'll give a topic. When you do your content, you upload it to your YouTube channel. I'll show you how to do that tonight. You put it on your YouTube channel. You share your link in the Laboom Squad group. Unless, of course, you have an excuse. But are you guys okay with having a full week to make the piece of content? Are you guys okay with that? Now, if you can't make it on week 1, you can't make piece number 2 on week 2, you got 4 pieces to do. This is the thing. You got 4 pieces of content to do. We will choose one of your choice to put into the final product, the final course. Heck, yeah, we'll put one each of you, and we're going to feature some of you a little more depending on certain rewards or certain contests we may have. But are you guys okay with that? Are we good with that? Are we cool with that? And if you don't do it, if you don't do week 1 assignment in 1 week before week 2 hits, that's going to be okay. But when it's all over, if you submit all 4 the day before we close at the end of August, literally on August 27th is our last session. Therefore, our conclusion session, we will have one. It will be on September 1, 2, 3, September 3rd. Okay? September 3rd, we wrap it all up. You get to see yourselves in the course, and you have bragging rights. Okay? You can all download the course as well. Those of you that are official collaborators and have your own schools. We're good with that? Okay, those are the rules. Pretty simple. So I'm not going over to your house to make it happen, but I am, you won't be in the course if you don't do it by that date. We can't have this. I got to promote this course. I want to throw it out there. I got to focus on selling a lot of Octo contents and mostly brand resumes. And when I sell brand resumes, I will be focused on that. I'll be focused on creating content for my own brand. Therefore, I can't always be waiting and waiting for, 60 of you, 50 of you to submit content for the next 6 months. Is that cool? This is an action play. You must take action now. That was kind of the agreement, but now it's pretty clear. We're all okay with that, right? Okay, great. If you've got a problem with it, contact me personally. No, contact Chelsea. Chelsea McDonald. Contact her. Let's just say she's our Laboom Squad administrator. Chelsea, don't play. So, that's good. We did that, rules. Now here's what we're going to do. What are we going to do until then? What are we going to do? Just twiddle our thumbs? I got a homework assignment for you guys tonight. And I'm going to do mine right now. It will be pretty, and I'm intentionally making myself look gross. I don't know if it's gross. Very unprepared, very vulnerable, but really it's not vulnerable. Here's what we're going to do, and this is optional. So this homework tonight, it's content creation. I'll give you guys a topic. It's a beautiful topic. I did this topic 2 years ago. Any old schoolers here who've been any Branding University alumni here who remembers back when? I'm going to go ahead and say, let me get my drink. I'm going to go ahead and say 3 years ago, maybe 4, no, 2 or 3. 2 or 3 years ago. We had a $300 prize. Was it $350 maybe? PayPal. We don't have a cash prize here, but this is a super getting out of your comfort zone thing. It was 5 things you may or may not know about me. Do you guys remember that? Some of you. Who was there when we did that contest? So okay. Let me see. It was, it's not value content. It's nothing. This is very, very important. I mentioned earlier, I said before we actually start creating the content, this is a prep session. This is a session that will not go in the course. This is for you to get in front of the camera. I know some of you are super comfortable in front of the camera, but the topic is in 1 minute or less. Tell me or us something that we may or may not know about you. So there's no value, there's no lessons learned. There could be, but it's something that we may or may not know about you. That's it. That's how we're going to get loosey-goosey. That's how we're also going to get to know each other a little more from a non-business related level. It may be business related because my whole life has been a business. I mean, no, that's not true. That's not true. But are you guys cool with that? I'm going to do one tonight to show you guys an example. As a matter of fact, what I'll do is right now, I will plug in a video as an example of the one from 2 or 3 years ago where I did it. I did 5 1-minute videos. Let's see how we can adhere to rules too, because we don't want to make the content super long. I am working on that. I will do 5 of them in the next 2 weeks. Okay? I will submit them to the Laboom Squad, which we have reopened tonight. I'll talk about that. You haven't been able to post in the Laboom Squad lately. I don't want to change topics. But who is willing to do that? Now, this is not the mandatory homework. This is for you to get used to submitting your videos, uploading them to your YouTube channel, putting them in the Laboom Squad, and us to get to know each other as well. And then we can comment and critique. I'll comment and critique on yours. Of course. This is how I get to know you guys. It's super cool. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that people may or may not know about you. As far as myself, there's tons of stuff you guys don't know about me. Tons, of course. But sometimes you may know some stuff about me, and I think you don't know it about me because I had said it rambling on in a 3-hour webinar, and you're like, I already knew that about you. So we'll see. But I know I have some that you guys have no clue about me. They could be little quirks. They could be human talents. They could be little, whatever, things we don't know about you. You guys down? It's a lot of fun. So it's in the Laboom Squad. Now here's what I want you to know. There's no real prep work here I'm not looking for prep work. I just want some of you to get out there and do it. Just get out there. Try to get 5 up. Can we do that? That's the homework. That's the prep homework. I'll just warm us up. Okay, then on the 4th, those of you that are in Pinteresting results, we meet on Tuesday. Then on that Thursday, the 6th, we meet for our first official session. I will comment on, I'll have an opinion for sure on what's been happening in the Laboom Squad. But then we have a first official assignment where we will be creating specific content that is made, tailored for the course. Cool? Are we good with that? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the tape, yo. I'm going to roll the tape of me 2 years ago as an example of, it's hard to believe me saying something in less than 1 minute, isn't it? Isn't it? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll the tape from 5 1-minute clips that I did 2 years ago to give you guys an idea of what I'd like to see you guys do. And it works incredibly well. When you share a little something about yourself to the little group, the little community, we're only maybe a couple of hundred in the Laboom Squad. I'll have you know that I will not be sharing this on social media. So be as raw as you want to be, okay? Well, it depends. That's up to you. You don't have to be totally raw, but don't worry about your hair is what I'm saying. Don't worry about not having, I didn't put on my face, having the right makeup or that kind of stuff. Just say it, be yourself. It's a great test for that. It's a great warm-up, okay? Good, we're good. We're good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in my 5 clips. Then I'm going to come out right here again, and I'm going to do one for you tonight. Something that you may or may not know about me, and it's going to be kind of like, I want to make it really raw. I want to make it really like, oh, that's kind of weird. Just so you know, it's once you eat that frog, doing the regular content afterwards is easy. Okay? Let me check the schedule before I plug that in. Not the schedule, the agenda. And yeah, then I'm going to pick some of you who did that. I'm going to ask you. I'm going to pick something you didn't know about me. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll some of your videos, if you want me to, into my Pinterest account. Because now videos are starting to get thousands of views just as soon as I upload them. And then after that, I will do my example, like I said, and then I will extend the invitation if you guys want to jump into the Pinterest journey and the two webinars that we're doing. That, quite frankly, I don't want many people to know about what I'm doing, but some of you are already in it to win it. I'll invite more of you to come in, but I'm going to stop talking about that right now. It's in the video. We'll end off the webinar. We'll end off the evening tonight with that. God, I'm trying to stuff so much in, but I don't have enough time, or I do, but I just love to ramble so much. It's unbelievable. I'm popping in the clip. Let's go. These are the 1-minute clips from 2 years ago of 5 things that you may or may not know about me. So here we go. Let me plug that in right now. Hey guys, Marc Lalonde here, aka The Wealthy Trainer, and I would like to share with you guys 5 things that you may or may not know about me in less than 1 minute each. Here we go. Hello guys, here's something you may or may not know about me. My voice is raw because I think I did 12 videos in 3 days. It's done. Okay. What you may or may not know about me, how appropriate. I am a pluviophile. I'm a pluviophile. If you don't know what a pluviophile is, it means I'm obsessed with rain. And it was so appropriate. So some people may know, some people may not know. I'm 30 seconds in, so since I was a youth, since I was a little boy, I'm not a big fan of sunny days. I like them dark. And I like them rainy, and it's actually raining right now, so there's something you may or may not have known about me. I am a pluviophile. Look it up. Bye-bye now. Oops, how are ya? Still lost. My voice is kind of coming back. Something you don't know about me. You guys probably know I sold everything under the sun, including vacuum cleaners, including pet food, including plastic plants. But what you probably don't know is that I learned how to qualify people and play the numbers early on at a young age. I'd say about 17 years old. When I used to sell pet food door to door, the reason I was able to be number one in sales is because I used to qualify. Instead of going door to door to door to door to door, over 40 seconds in, I used to hire a neighbor's son to go and take a walk around the neighborhood and see if he could hear a dog barking, if he could see a leash, if he could see a dog in the window, and take the addresses of all the houses of the people that had pets. So those are the only doors I would go to. Therefore, I could cover 10 times the homes and be number one in sales because I played the numbers and I qualified. Learned that at a very young age. And that's what you probably don't know about me today, for today. I could keep going, but we're over a minute. Something you do not know about me, or probably don't know about me. I was in the painting business. I was in the painting business, but I wasn't a painter. What I used to do is go on Kijiji. It's like a Craigslist, but in Canada. I used to put an ad for Painters Wanted, and I put another ad, I put an ad for Ottawa's Best Painters. And I made a graphic. So Painters for Hire and Painters Wanted, and the painters would contact me. It was crazy, but like dozens per day. And the jobs would come in dozens per day too, and I'm like, I'm just gonna hook them up. So I would get the painters to do a free estimate, free. If they didn't get the job, they took out their time to take a chance, and I would set up the people with the people and take 10%. I got 5 seconds. I used to drop off the checks for my 10% at work when I was in computers, and I did that for quite a while. Some days I'd make like $1,000 cash. Pretty cool. So I was in the painting business. That's it. You probably don't know that about me. Bye-bye. Welcome to day number 4 of 5 of the video challenge, things you may or may not know about me. In my senior year in high school, I entered in the auditorium the contest to be Mr. Champlain, which was the guy of the high school, Mr. Champlain. I didn't win. I stepped out of my comfort zone, but I didn't really care. I didn't win because I was different. I was like the only guy with a white tuxedo that I chose with the frills. I did win the Belushi Award that year though, which in my opinion was even better. I played Gilligan. I got 20 seconds. I'm going to try and recreate the moment. Just sit right back and you hear a tale of a faithful trip that started on this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day on a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough. The tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship set ground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle with Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire and his wife, the movie star, the professor and Marianne, here on Gilligan's Isle. Hey guys, day number 5 of the Something You Don't Know About Me challenge. When I was a child, I was a Rubik's Cube and puzzle fanatic. I had them all. 15 seconds in, let's do this. I had the triangle, obviously the Rubik's Cube in many shapes and sizes, the triangle, the star, the cylinder, the octagon, the circle, but above geometry, I also had all the sliding cubes. Remember the chain slider cubes? I also had Rubik's Magic, which was insanely hard to do when I was a child, and I could not get enough. Rubik's Cube freak. I don't have them anymore, so I think I'm going to order one online and see if I still got the chops. That's something you may or may not know about me. Okay, number 5. Bye-bye. Okay, am I back? That is so nostalgic. Can you please let me know in the chat, please, guys, if I'm back? Oh, I got to take a breath there. God, I talk so fast, and I should breathe more. It feels like I'm never on video enough. When you do regular content, you seem more chilled when you do it. When you don't do it as often, it feels like you're more like, you got to get it done, and you feel like, well, I'm barely ever doing this anymore. Am I getting it all in? I gotta learn to breathe and relax. I was pretty chilled in those, so I think. Sometimes when you do content, you feel like you're a little scattered. Well, I'm always scattered, and then when you rewatch it, it turns out a lot better than you thought. But again, if it's messy, it's okay, especially in the next 2 weeks. Some of you are probably going to ask, what about next week? Are we meeting next week? I'm going to do a 1-minute piece of content right now, by the way. Just like I did. Another thing that you guys may or may not know about me. You're probably asking yourselves, what are we doing next week? Are we meeting next week? We are not. We are taking the week off. Why? If you must know. Number 1, I get to really work on getting my 1 million Pinterest monthly viewers, to refine my approach to the Pinteresting results courses coming up on the 4th and the 11th. And number 2, I want to give you guys some time to get your 5 pieces of content in the Laboom Squad. I want to give you the 2 weeks. Some of you are going to do it all in one day. I hope you do. It's something that does not require preparation. You can just write down 5 things, do them all in like one sitting, separate them, and like you could do those 5 videos in 5 minutes, literally. Okay? So you guys get the idea of what we're looking for in the next 2 weeks to be submitted in the Laboom Squad. I will open up the Laboom Squad because, as if you may have noticed, we cannot post in the Laboom Squad anymore. You used to be able to post. I might as well touch that now. There are no more posts going in because I was going to start inviting boatloads of people in the Laboom Squad. And there's a theme that I'd like to keep in the Laboom Squad. I'm really gravitating around personal branding through content. I mean, I will have some sales videos. I may have some, my money-making videos will probably be, well, my sales videos will be within my content. So a lot of the stuff that I talk about, like health, wealth, lessons learned in life, will be in my content. But the Laboom Squad itself is really about branding yourself. It's about personal branding, and it's less about selling, transactional stuff. I do teach transactional stuff. I do automated webinars. I got to make a living. But if it weren't for personal branding and creating content, I wouldn't be able to do it this way. I wouldn't be able to do it at scale the way I do it. So it's really going to be focused on creating content. So the reason we have to monitor posts, I need 2 people monitoring the posts because there's all kinds of stuff that's been going in there. I don't go in there. I should, but I don't have time to monitor stuff. So Chelsea's been going through some stuff, and she has to sit through whole Zoom sessions and things like that. And there's all kinds of content that have been going in that are non-congruent with content creation. They're non-congruent with the path we're trying to take. And you are generally not bringing people in there, right? In general. Like, I mean, as far as I know, I bring all the people in. So as far as I know, there's no affiliate thing attached for bringing people in the Laboom Squad. So if you're saying, well, why don't we take a bit of this path? Well, it's because I've reached certain levels a certain way, and I'm teaching certain things a certain way, and it's my group. So if there's anything that's undermining what I'm doing, I can't have it in there. I don't mind if anyone undermines what I do. I don't. It happens every day. But people can do it amongst themselves, just not in the Laboom Squad, for people that I bring in to see. If people don't agree with the way I do things, that's okay. But if I'm bringing in 1,000 people a shot, that's what I'm going to do once all this is over. I'll be bringing in thousands of new people in the Laboom Squad. And if people are not agreeing with my methods, it doesn't work for me in my group. It doesn't matter outside of the group. Make sense? So when people get people out of that group into other communities, that's not going to be okay. Not in the Laboom Squad. But what you can do is contact people because you see their name outside of that group and talk amongst yourselves with your own little journeys, which I encourage, but not within the group where my new people may be off path of my vision. Okay? Does it sound selfish? I don't know. I just know, I actually really know the path I'm taking. I actually know it. I know it works. I know how much I've failed. I see many people taking different twists doing different twists on things. And I'm going, ooh, that's going to be there's going to be a lot of knees getting scraped. And that's a tough path. I've tried it that way a little bit, or I'm unsure of that way. But the thing I am sure of 100% is creating quality content, housing it in an area where you can capture people in your own custom audiences outside of social media and nurture your audience and then invite them to something like an automated webinar. And I use certain tools and certain things that work for me, so I can vouch for them. If these things that I don't use and I don't know anything about, I'm not saying they don't work, but if I bring in 1,000 people through a Pinterest ad, they're super cheap, by the way. And you could bring in tons of people. Traffic is cheap. If I do that, and then people are, how would I say, following teachings that I haven't seen or I haven't taught. I work alone, right? So it's like I'm the one who guided them in the wrong direction when in fact I'm not. Make sense? I hope so. So here's what's happening. We got Chelsea. She's looking through a lot of the stuff that's being submitted. And right now, I don't care. It's a free-for-all until this is done. Why? Because there is no way for me to have you guys submit a post, then it gets approved. That functionality is not in that group yet. Therefore, we'll either let you guys submit or not. So the ones who are in the Laboom Squad right now, if you're unaware, you just don't be offended if Chelsea removes some of your posts. It's nothing against you personally. It's just, if it's not going to be a piece of content that we're in content creators, if it's not homework being submitted, generally speaking, it'll either be Chelsea McDonald or Marc Lalonde posting it. No. If it's not, because you'll all have access to post it. It's all open tonight. But if it's not congruent with what we're trying to do and it gets deleted, it's nothing against you. It's just to stay the course. Cool? You guys can open tons of Facebook groups. I've always done that. I've always connected with people and opened up my own communities in all my projects, including network marketing companies. I didn't go in the network marketing companies' pages and start stuff there and say, come to my meeting here, do this here, or I have a great, I'm using this platform to help me to recruit more reps in the company. I wouldn't say that in their group, but I would definitely connect with people one-on-one, say, hey, you're in the Laboom Squad? I am too. Hey, I found you on Facebook or whatever. Then come into my group. I'm having this thing. Make sense? That cool? And this is only after we're done this that I will close that up again, because I will be bringing in tens of thousands of people. I want the Laboom Squad to be a really huge place, okay, for personal branding. Cool? Cool. There we go. So I think we're good for what we want to do over the next 2 weeks, right? We want to just get comfy. I will do one right now for you guys, okay? I will tell you something that you may or may not know about me, and then I'm going to, for those of you that are in Pinteresting results on the 4th, I don't think I've ever been so excited about something. I believe I don't know, maybe I'm at 400,000 monthly viewers now. And the numbers on my list, in my leads, in my custom audiences reflect that. Because Pinterest pins are clickable. So people are clicking, and I'm like these 400,000-ish. I think I'm at 400,000. I'll be at 1 million by the time the 11th hits. 1 million monthly viewers on Pinterest. I don't care where people come from. They're coming to my, not all to my blog, but a lot of them are, because it's 1 million people over a month. So it still blows my mind. So I'll show you the video. If you want to come in, you can come in. If you don't, have a great night, and I'll see you in the Laboom Squad. Post your video, okay? Now here's something you may or may not know about me. This is what I expect in this type of video. Kind of like what I just showed. I'm going to do one right now. So guys, here's something you may or may not know about me. I often, when I was young, do you guys ever get those, well, now you can engage, but in your video you can't. So I'm not going to ask you a question. When I was young, I'm not sure if you can relate, but I used to get foot cramps, and they were so bad. Like my foot would literally, it would freeze up, like it would go straighten out, and it would freeze. And it was like a massive cramp, except it would go on the top of my foot. Did you guys ever get that? I don't want to engage because it's what, oh shoot, what am I doing? 1 minute. Let's do this over again. It's got to be under a minute. So I'm going to go here. I'm starting over. You guys got a bit of a prelude, but this is how I'm going to do my 5 videos. Something you may or may not know about me. That didn't work. Start. There we go. Something you may or may not know about me. When I was young, I used to get like massive foot cramps, and it used to be over the top of my foot, and it went on all the way up to the top of my shin, almost to my knee. Like my whole front of my shin, my whole foot would straighten out, and I had a massive cramp, and I found a way to stop it. It's a very unique way, and it's by moving only my little toe. None of the other toes, just my little toe. And I guess I figured it out through trial and error. I'm 40 seconds in, that's crazy. See, I'm already breaking the rule. And because it worked so well, I got very, very good at just moving my little toe and no other toes. And in all of my adulthood, I've never met anyone else who could only move their little toe without moving any other toe. So let me show you what that looks like. My feet are a little dry. I have hardwood in my house. So here we go. Oh, it's not beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? There you go. Something you may or may not know about me. I can only move my little toe without moving any other toe. 1 minute and 19 seconds, really? Well, there you have it. That'll be something very raw, very uncomfortable, very real. And I bet you guys did not know that about me. That I could move my little toe without moving any other toe. How did the bottom of my foot look? Who can do that? Who can do 5 videos? See how red I am? I'm sweaty, I'm all uncomfortable. It's as bad as it gets. That's how we're gonna warm up. Who's down? Who's gonna do it? Yeah? Okay, let me share my screen and I'll show you how to cut up your videos, bring them to your YouTube, then put them in the Laboom Squad. Let me know when you see my screen, please. Okay, can you guys see my screen, please? Can you guys see my Laboom Squad screen, please? So now you guys can post within the group at will, and there you have it. Pretty simple. What I'll do is I'll go to my YouTube channel. First thing you need to do is upload your video to YouTube. I'm just going to do this once because it's really, really, really simple. When you upload, you click the little upload button. Upload your video, okay? It's going to be your 1 minute video. I don't need to go through this. The rest is pretty self-explanatory. What I'll do is I'll go back to the video once it's uploaded. Okay. So once your video is uploaded on your channel, go to the share button. This will pop up. Copy your link to your YouTube video. Go back in the Laboom Squad. You'll be able to post now. Click in the field. Click the video button. You want to paste that link until your video shows up. And then just put something like, here's something you may or may not know about me. And then put, I can move my little toe without moving any other toe. That's it. Now that's not the video because I just made the video tonight. But what I will do is I'm going to redo that video because we want to keep it under a minute. It's a good test. It's a good exercise for myself. And nobody really, I don't know. 1 minute is really hard to do. So I'm going to redo that video. The pressure was on a little bit. It was super uncomfortable with the little toe thing, but I'm going to redo it. I'll upload it to my YouTube and I'll put it in this group tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do all 5 of mine within the next couple of days. I'm going to eat that frog, yo. And then that's how you do this. I obviously will not post this because that's not the video. And the final thing I want to do tonight is invite you guys to the Pinteresting results because that's the next time we meet, okay? Tuesday the 4th. So we have a week off for you to create your 5 videos, submit them to the Laboom Squad, and that's it. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to plug in the Pinteresting results video. If you're not in Pinteresting results, no problem. I'll see you on the 6th of August, which is Thursday, and you will get the invitation email if you are all signed up. Okay, guys? That's the first official session of Content Creators. I will give you guys a topic. We're going to do story stitching. We're going to do the intro. We're going to do the outro. And we are going to make your first piece of content official submission to the Laboom Squad for your first assignment. Let me go to Content Creators now really quickly. Social media is the new Hollywood. I'm going there now. I will go to Content Creators. There it is, and we'll show you where you will be going. Superstar content by social media rising stars. We are doing week 1, and here you will go. Your name will have your own module. You'll have your own module named after you with your topic, but we start submitting week 1 on the 6th. So right now I will go to Pinterestingresults.com. For those of you that are part of both of these courses, August is going to be incredible. In August, we are doing the things that I will be focusing on moving forward, because we should be all caught up. I'm going to be meeting with some of you though, okay? So I'm going to be meeting with some of you one-on-one, but other than that, there are no more webinars after that I can foresee. Am I missing something? I think that's actually it for Marc Lalonde. Marc Lalonde gets to disappear. So Pinterestingresults.com. You will end up on this page. This video is the video I will plug in, so it takes up the full screen. But if you want to come in, you go ahead, click this button at Pinteresting Results. That's Pinterest. It's spelled exactly like it is right here. Pinterestingresults.com. Come on in. You will get your invitation link for the very closed webinar on the 4th of August. So let me plug this video in. I threw it pretty good. Okay, I'm going to put it on the big screen. You guys have an amazing night. If you're not part of this, well, I will see you on the 6th. If you're part of it, I'll see you on the 4th. Okay, let me plug it in right now. Hello, my name is Marc Lalonde, and I went from under 100 Pinterest monthly viewers to over 262,000 in less than a week. Let me put up the screen share, the blow up screen with the magic of video. Here we go. Boom. There it is. Let me take it down. Bye-bye. Okay, I will share my screen in about a second here. I want this video to be under 7 minutes and 11 seconds. So here's what happened, guys. I broke the algorithm in Pinterest. I have a few notes in this, would I call this an invitation video? No, it's a sales video. I'm going to try to sell you something. I'm going to make the attempt for your own good, and I'm going to be super transparent about it, because in the past week, I got on Pinterest and I started doing what I do, putting up some content, different types of content, observing, doing what I like to call SOCA, S-O-C-A, which is search, observe, consume, and apply. And I started picking up on patterns. And to make a long story short, my monthly viewership was exceeding what I thought was even possible. As we stand today, it's only Monday. It's Monday, July 20th, as I'm filming this. So if you think that was a funny screenshot and I'm playing around, or I don't know, I'm buying followers or any of that stuff, my engagement is through the roof. Everything's very, very, very real. You can observe my progress as we move along. It is Pinterest.com/thewealthytrainer, right? Yeah. You can see as I upload videos, as I make my thing happen. Do you think I'm doing it because of I'm engaging? I'm going to give you a couple of things that you probably think I'm doing to get these results, but you're wrong if you're thinking that. So I need to put this in this video because I will share my screen, and this will not be 7 minutes and 11 seconds. I already rambled on a lot because I'm super freaking excited. My audience went up 1.2 million% in a week. My goal is to go from 262,000 monthly viewers right now to, that's in 1 week, to 1 million in a month, in a 30-day period, from nothing. Pinterest is sending me all kinds of props through email. I'll send you those emails. They're just noticing me because I'm kind of going crazy. I'm doing crazy well. I hope I'm not doing too well where it raises flags, but This algorithm thing, I think it may be a temporary thing in terms of, when something works well, marketers always ruin it. I'll get into that probably a little later in this sales video, because that's what this is going to be. I'm going to tell you what I figured out. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, the little bit of it, or what I've figured was the right thing to do, or what I think is leading to these results, and what is confirming to be these actions that are leading to these results. In other words, I'm identifying what I accidentally stumbled upon to be correct. So I'm identifying what to do more of, which is why I'm going to put down not a guarantee, but a 90% certainty that I'll be able to bring my monthly viewers from 262,000 today on the 20th, Monday, the 20th of July, to 1 million. I've never had an M on any of my social media as far as monthly. These are monthly viewers. These are not followers. This is different. I'm going to tell you guys a few things right now if you're interested. Well, you have to be interested. I'm going to screen share in a second. I just need to say a couple of things really quick. I did not get these results by engaging and commenting on people's stuff. Normally, on social media, you use engagement to get those types of results. You have to engage to break some kind of algorithm. Wouldn't you agree? You probably would. Look at that. I'm tired. I didn't sleep much yesterday. I was studying these algos and how to break them. Number two, do you think it's hashtags? It's not. I haven't even used any tags yet in Pinterest, which means if I apply engagement and hashtags, will I get better results? Maybe, but not at this rate. You don't go from under 100. I didn't say under 100,000. I said under 100 monthly viewers to 262,000 monthly viewers in a week. That doesn't happen using hashtags or engagement. Is it with paid ads? No. I did this all organically. Followers are followers, okay, guys? Followers are followers. Viewers are viewers. I don't care if it comes from TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Viewers are viewers. Now, I just want to mention something really quickly here. I only have 1,000 followers, but I have 262,000 monthly viewers. What does that mean? Those of you who remember me in my Twitter lead machine days, it was not about followers and engagement. It was about siphoning the people. I'm gonna keep this short. We're 6 minutes in, not bad, because this is kind of a sales video. I'm gonna ask you if you want to jump on an opportunity of me to teach you this stuff in 2 webinars. I'm gonna tear it all apart, pull back that curtain, but it won't be free. I'm gonna charge you a few bucks for it. Okay? And the longer you wait, the more it will cost. And we will, in fact, begin on, well, I'm going to drop that. I'm going to drop it when I share my screen. Right now, I want to just mention a couple of things like I did of what I'm not doing to get these results. Siphoning. You know when you siphon gasoline? Have you guys ever done that as a youth? Siphoning means that's what I call it. When you're grabbing from social media and you're bringing them into your world, into your audience, which would be an email list, a custom pixel where you could retarget them, or generally your blog, somewhere where you could capture them and keep them and own them. You don't own social media. That's what I use social media for, folks. I'm done building on social media. I go out there, I get a bunch of people to watch my stuff and hopefully click a link and then fall into my custom audience. So it doesn't matter where they're coming from. People are people. People who watch my videos or actually make the effort to click my link, I have them now, even if they don't put in their email. This is what I mean by I'm not too concerned about the follower count or the engagement. I'm concerned with how many people are watching me and clicking through, watching me and clicking through, watching me and clicking through. Just that was a side note. 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes. This is good stuff though. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to put it out there, and I will continue. Now it's going to get a little hotter. What am I doing? I call it the Pinterest algo play. Algo, A-L-G-O, as in I'm playing the algorithm quite nicely. I really am. Here we go. When you play the algorithm correctly on LinkedIn, which what I mean by that is when you're doing what they want you to do without them telling you what they want you to do. You're kind of agreeing with their algorithm would be the code behind that nobody could know. The only way you would know an algorithm to a platform, and they're all different by the way, and algorithms change all the time, which is why this works now, and I'm cashing in now, and it may not work in a month or 2 months or 3 months. It may need to be modified, but by then I'll be set up well. Algorithms are timely, they change very often, and they're different on all platforms. This algorithm is not working on TikTok. This algorithm is not working on Facebook, Instagram. I just accidentally, I'll get to that right now. I should make a note of all these things. We're going to talk about this in the first session for those of you who paid a few bucks, as you'll see, to learn this secret. And for those of you that, so let me give you a little bit more. This is a sales video, but I'm not hurting for the sales. As a matter of fact, the less of you that come to these closed webinars, the better for us, because like Twitter Lead Machine, when I started teaching this to everybody and their dogs, I sold several thousand copies of Twitter Lead Machine, and the techniques and strategies became obsolete. They did. Obsolete. I was getting over 1,000 leads per day on Twitter using my strategies. I was approaching that, and then I started selling courses. Once I got to about 3,000 or 4,000 people purchased that course, my results were just dropping and dropping and dropping. We were saturating that strategy. I'm not saying Twitter noticed us, but maybe they did. They set some rules. The strategies were not as effective, or it could have just been the timing of the algorithm. Okay? I talked to many people. Maybe that was it. Maybe it wasn't it. But the timing is crucial on this. This is why I need to teach you this now. Accident or strategy. I'm not that smart. I'm not even smart. I'm not smart. I just try a lot of stuff and I fail at a lot of stuff often. And every now and again, I bump into something and I get super lucky. Sometimes I get very lucky, sometimes a little lucky. This is beyond lucky. This was just like, I would have never saw this coming. So is it accident? Is it an accident? The Frenchman in me. Is it an accident or is it a strategy? Well, it's an accident that became a strategy. It was definitely an accident. I'm like, what's happening here? I just uploaded a video. I got less than 1,000 followers and my video's got like 3,000 views in an hour. What just happened? Which brings me to, it's a very unique algorithm because it's reaching people outside of my followers. That's not easy to find. That's not easy to identify on social media platforms. It's a tricky algorithm. I'm not saying I know the algorithm, but I'm saying I know how to navigate through it pretty good so far. Wouldn't you say? Based on the results so far. I'm excited about getting the 1 million monthly viewers because it says 262K right now. I've never had that M on one social media account. I've had over 1 million followers on Twitter across 12 different accounts, but I've never had an M. And those of you who are going to learn what I'm doing right now, why wouldn't you get the same results? I'm a Pinterest virgin. I just started last week taking action on Pinterest. Okay, so guess what? Now I'm going to share my screen. I'll share a few more statistics, and then I will throw you guys an offer. You're seeing this on the sales page. So the sales page that you're on, you'll see a button at the bottom. That price will change every day. And I'll just tell you, now that I could like look at you guys in the eyes, okay? That price will change every day. It will go up $10 every day until the day of the webinar. The webinar will be in 2 parts and it will be on August. There are 2 Tuesdays. I'm dropping it now because I'm just going with the flow here. It will be on August 4th, right? Right, Mark? Right? August 4th, Tuesday, August 4th, 2020, and Tuesday, August 11th, 2020. And by that time, I should have reached 1 million monthly viewers. I'm working my ass off to get there because when I teach you guys, I'll have learned more stuff and the approach will be more refined. So those of you that got in at the, I hate to say the low prices some of you have gotten in at, but whatever the price is there, it's the price. And it goes up $10 every day. So whatever the price is there, it'll be over $100 by the time you probably watch this. I'm filming this on the 20th. And every day, actually I'll give you the exact dates that it jumps up $10. So then you'll know. If you don't take action tonight and you come back tomorrow, or you don't take action on the day you're seeing me and you come back tomorrow, it'll be $10 more. That will filter out the non-serious people, and it will actually have less of an attendance because right now we only have, I believe there's only 40 or 50 of you that have gotten in at the price that I offered last week. And the more people that are popping in, trickling in, I'm like, I think I need to put a stop to this. And the best way to put a stop to it is just increase the price as we go, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. So let me share my screen. I was gonna say, let me know when you see my screen, but you can't because it's a pre-recorded video. Very weird to do this when I'm talking to nobody. So here we go. Magic of video, screen share time. You don't even have to see me push the button because it's magic of video. Here we go. Okay, here we are. This will be the fastest close I've ever done because I really don't mind if you don't come in. So let's just do this. Here's where I really started out was My Lead System Pro when they were getting about a couple of thousand monthly viewers back 4 or 5 years ago. I was blown away. I couldn't break 100 monthly viewers at the time, and I think they were getting 2,000 monthly viewers. I wanted to get on Pinterest. I wanted to siphon traffic from Pinterest for free, but I wasn't able to break 100, so I gave up. So my Pinterest account has been sitting there for about 4 years, pretty well inactive. Now, as I've noticed, they've jumped up considerably. They're at 4,000 monthly viewers now, and they're extremely active on Pinterest. So how would I be getting 200,000 monthly viewers? Yes, it's not consistency and persistence. It's an algorithm play, like I told you guys. So now what I'm going to show you guys really quick is the leader in My Lead System Pro that I followed for Instagram and Pinterest advice. April Marie Tucker is killing it on Pinterest. Well, she was, and she apparently still is. That's 5,000 monthly viewers. That's not followers. This is crazy. This is 5,000 monthly viewers. Even to today's standards, this is a considerable amount of free organic monthly viewers to any account. Specifically on Pinterest because the pins are clickable. You can bring people wherever you want. So obviously I use a different approach. Let's go to my hero, my idol, Gary Vaynerchuk. 115,000 monthly viewers, which is kind of cool. He was at like, I think 110 a week ago. Maybe he's following me. He's not. I'm joking. I'm being facetious. I always do that with Gary. So when we do meet, he will tear me apart if he sees any of these videos. But he's at 115 monthly viewers. And guys, this has been my goal. When I saw my strategy was working and I was getting 10,000 monthly viewers, up to 20,000, 40,000, 50,000, 80,000, I said, I want to hit 115 or 110,000 and be in the same class as Gary because he is extremely active on Pinterest. He's doing this kind of right. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding around. Anyone with 100,000 monthly viewers on Pinterest is doing it right. They're doing it right for sure. So let's go to The Wealthy Trainer. So now what's posted is 288,000 monthly viewers. And believe me, guys, my back end, my traffic going to my blog is reflecting this number. I'm capturing a lot of these people into my custom audiences. A lot of these people are going to my blog, falling into my Marc Lalonde rabbit hole, if you will. A lot of these people are filling out the form on my blog and joining my list. So whether people are coming from Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, the more people that see your stuff per month, the more likely they are to click on your stuff and go where you want them to go, right? And when you look at stuff like TikTok or Instagram, there are no clickable links on the posts. So to keep it short, this number that you're seeing here today is on the 20th of July, 2020. This is ridiculous. I'm really going to leave it at that right now. I will go into my back office because I want to show you guys something. And what I want to show you is that the newest results have not even been posted yet. So they're showing you the results really from yesterday. Because if I go into my back office, you guys ready for this? I'm at over 300,000 right now. I'll go to analytics. I'll go to overview. I'm at 321,000, my audience so far. That's monthly viewers. Now, I don't want to dive into this too quickly because this has all been done within a 10-day period. I don't want to dive into this. This is not the training. The training is only for the people who are about to take action tonight or today or this afternoon or whenever you're seeing this video. So let me go back to my profile, get out of here. So that 300 plus thousand will be posted by the 21st of July. So 320,000 in 10 days. I reckon in a 1 month period, I'll be able to hit my million monthly viewers. That's literally, guys, like I'll just reiterate, or not reiterate, I will be very clear. 10 days ago, I had between 100 and 200 monthly viewers. Not 100,000, 100 and 200 monthly viewers. And I will very well have over 1 million monthly viewers that I've managed to make happen within a 30-day period. That's crazy. So, are you joining me? If you're joining me, here's how this works. Very simple. Go to Pinterestingresults.com. You may be on this page. This is this video. You're watching this video right here. So if you're watching me right now on social media, you click the link in the description, I suppose, and you will end up here. If you want to type it in, it's spelled just like this. Pinterest, ing, results. Pinteresting results. Because that's what I kept saying as my account was growing. I'm like, those are interesting results. How interesting. And then I just threw the P in there. And if you didn't notice the play on words, it's kind of clever actually. Pinteresting results. So that's what this course is called. It's not really a course. It's really 2 very long, in-depth webinars that, as previously mentioned, are happening on August 4th and August 11th. Those are 2 Tuesdays. Now, once those webinars are complete, they will go into a course called Pinteresting Results on one of my schools. The school is Social Media is the New Hollywood. It will sell for $500. I have no problem with that. Not because of the length and the depth and the hours that you have to sit through and the number of modules, but because of the results. Would you rather have a course that's 4 hours long, 5, 6 hours long in total and gets you banging results like this? Or would you rather have a course that's 35 to 45 hours long and gets you half the results or no results? So the $500 is extremely reflective of the results. As a matter of fact, I would pay this any day of the week for even 10,000 monthly viewers. Will you get 1 million monthly viewers like I will? Well, your chances of doing it are probably better than not taking this course. So just click what it looks like here, and it's going to be a day 1 and a day 2. These are the 2 webinars, but what I will do to this course at later dates is I will add bonus modules, tips and tricks, maybe refined little strategies along the way. Maybe once I hit 2 million monthly viewers, I'll post some little tips on how I did that. But I'm sure I'll be adding stuff to this all the time, because anyone with 1 million monthly viewers on a Pinterest account, do you think I can't sell this course on Pinterest and sell a ton of them? Of course I can. Who knows? Maybe Gary Vaynerchuk will buy my course. Once again, that was a joke. If you ever stumble upon this, Mr. Gary Vaynerchuk, the course is yours for free, alright? So, if you make the purchase by clicking on this Get Pinteresting Results Now button on Pinterestingresults.com, you will get your invitations to both of those webinars, and once the webinars are done, you will have this course unlocked for life. I hope that is clear. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the prices. This will be very simple. I've got a spreadsheet and here it is. We are Monday, July 20th as I am filming this video. Many people got in at under $100. That ship has sailed. It's no longer available for under $100. Now it's $107 depending on when you're seeing this video. It will stay $107 until the 25th hits. Then it will increase $10 every day, all the way up to $197, $207 on August 3rd, the day before we begin. Once August 4th hits, then it's $500, no exceptions. And if you come in on, let's say, Friday the 31st at $177, no, I can't go back down to $107. So, when are you coming in? It's pretty simple, guys. The price will automatically adjust. Let me show you what that looks like. I'm going back to the page. Since we are the 20th, once I click this, it goes directly to a PayPal page. And this is $107. So you just continue. It does say Branding University, and it's got my cartoon face. But this is not a Branding University course. This is just the account we use for payments. So if you were to click on this button and you're watching this video on August 1st, let's say, it will be $187 once you click this button instead of $107. That's automatically adjusted in the button. It recognizes the date you land on this page. And once you've made the purchase, I want you to go to Social Media is the New Hollywood, spelt exactly like this up here. Social Media is the New Hollywood.com. I know it's long, but you type in the .com, register as a free student, and I will unlock this course for you. This is where the replays will go as well. So if on August 4th you can't make the first Tuesday, well, you come back into your course the next day, it will be uploaded. Okay? For those of you who have purchased the course and you are not unlocked yet, hang tight. We'll have you unlocked in no time, okay? You don't need to let us know. Just check the email that you registered in this school with, and you will get a notification from me or someone on my team saying your course is unlocked. The registration page will be displayed within this course shortly, before August 4th. Or should I say, the link to the registration page for each day will be published within these modules shortly, if they are not already. So welcome to this unexpected Pinterest journey with me. And it'll be a short one, but you're going to be an influencer pretty darn quick, and people will definitely be envious of you and your monthly viewer numbers. That's for sure. Okay, have an amazing rest of your day or morning or evening. whatever's applying to you right now, and I will see you on the inside. Bye-bye now.